And we're just about ready to go. Let's check the starting lineups for both teams. And for Bishop Kennedy, they will go with 3 guards, that being Claire Coyle, a junior, as well as Riley Talbert, also a junior. Actually, they're going to go with 4 guards here, as they'll go with Reese Mayer and Sophia Ruppel, all guards. And then the forward is Sydney Roundtree, a junior. On the other side of the table, Orange Park will go with 4 guards. Autumn Nesmith, the junior. Jada Greiner, a senior. Jada Murray, a sophomore. And we talked about her a little bit, Reese Lester, who is a junior. The post player will be Michaela Parker, who's a junior. So one benefit for Orange Park, Brian, is the fact that they do have some youth. A lot of these players will be back next year as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a very experienced squad in the next year or so, too. I mean, they throw out the disco lights and everything here.
Yeah,
this is
they're
crazy.
Not playing around. Going back to the 70s.
They aren't messing. But looking at Bishop Kenny's starting 5, definitely a height advantage that they will have to deal with tonight with the Lady Raiders. So, but it's going to be exciting. This is a great atmosphere.
Absolutely.
And if the ladies team is any indication that the boys team is actually very good as well. So hopefully they'll play off some of this energy tonight, but my goodness. I want to talk a little bit about Eris Lester. She is the person on the floor, 26.4 points per game. She's basically 50% of the team's average right now. The team average is 44.5. She shoots 53% from the field. The team only shoots 37, so it's going to be interesting to see if she's going to carry the offense or they're going to spread it around a little bit. Lester also has the best free throw percentage at 72%. She's 31 of 43.
Well, like I said, Orange Park is going to have to get a little bit of balance tonight, as it will be Sophia Ruppel jumping center. And I believe she's going to go against Lester. She will. So that'll be the jump ball. We're ready to go. 8 minutes of basketball in the first quarter. The same for the second and third. Happy you're with us tonight on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Along with BP, I'm Ray Canaveri. Cobus Gomes, our cameraman. Bishop is in black, and Orange Park will win the tip, and they'll go offensively. Alexander. Come to Lester on the right-hand side. Dip it down low to Parker. Spinning inside the lane with a right hand. Couldn't get the finish. Good rebound by Lester. She'll throw it back up. And the loose ball will be controlled by Bishop Kinney. They'll methodically come into the front court. And right at the midcourt stripe, a little difficulty there. Able to navigate it and get it to the front court. There's Coyle from the right elbow, no good, and Orange Park with a rebound.
So far, so good. A little bit of jitters getting this game started.
Lester traveled. She slid that right foot a little bit too much.
Yeah, took that stutter step just a little too far.
And the turnover, the first by Orange Park, will give the basketball back to Bishop Kinney.
No full court pressure, just a one-on-one man defense. Orange Park looks like they're running a box and one.
Mayer go to Coyle, top of the key. Over to the right-hand side. They'll come out high to Ruppel. Back left-hand side of Coyle. She'll drive to the baseline. Cut off nicely by Parker.
Good ball movement by Kenny so far.
Mayer over to the right-hand side. Try to dip it into Coyle. It's loose on the floor, and it'll go over the snow. It didn't. Stayed in play.
Whoa, a little ballet hack there on the end, but a turnover, and Orange Park on the break.
Drive the other way. Shot was blocked on the way there. Lester able to pick up the loose ball, and she was fouled. She'll get 2 shots coming up. So Eris Lester will find herself at the free throw line to shoot 2.
And like we said earlier, she is a regular player at the free throw line, their best free throw shooter. And you can hear a pin drop in this building.
I'm telling you. First one in and out, no good. So I mentioned that Orange Park had struggled at the free throw line this year. And I don't care what level you're at, you gotta
make your free throws.
You gotta make your free throws. It's easy money points. Well, not easy, but it's money points.
There we go, and they're on the board now.
Bishop Kenny into the front court. Mayer throw down low to Coyle. Her right-handed shot didn't get there.
Good ball movement, but unable to finish.
And slowly and methodically bringing it up the court is Lester. Ball loose and over the baseline. And it will be a Bishop Kenny basketball.
Both teams look a little discombobulated right now, sort of unsettled.
I haven't heard discombobulated in a while. That's a drive to the lane. I like it, though. Shot no good. Loose and picked up underneath. I think that was Rupel who picked it up. And the Crusaders will retain possession. Rupel out high. Out onto the right-hand side. We got a change on Orange Park. Oh, that's a great cut to the basket, no good.
Another great move, just too aggressive on the layup on that one. Needs a little more touch on it.
Alana Kennedy has come in for the Raiders. Lester with a shot. Actually, it wasn't Lester, it was Pierre Alexander. Shot no good. And the ball will go over the baseline, and that will be a Orange Park basketball. So as you can see from the left side of the basket is where they will trigger it in. Out high. Drive to the basket. Ball comes loose. And Kennedy will pick it up. Lester, top of the key. Crossover into the lane, and she's fouled on the way there. And let's see. I think they're going to get Sydney Roundtree for the foul. Let's see who they whistle for the violation. It is Roundtree. That is her first. And the team's second. Lester will once again find her way to the free throw line. This time she gets the first one. 2 of 3 at the line so far. She'll get one more. Second one is good.
And she is that team's leading scorer and will drive the offense. She's got all the points so far. Meanwhile, Bishop Kenny moving the ball well, just can't finish.
Coyle out high. Rupel with a shot from the free throw line around the rim, no good. Bishop Kenny has gone the first 3 minutes of this period without a basket, or a point for that matter.
And they're taking high percentage shots too, which is shocking. They're just being too aggressive in the hole. Just got to settle up, put some touch on it.
Lester will go out on the right wing to Griner. Ball loose inside the paint. Turnover will go the other direction. Coyle will lay it up with the right hand. And there's the first field goal for Bishop Kenny.
And finally, Coyle finds the hole. She's been down there a couple of times. Had to do it in transition.
Unofficially 3 turnovers on Orange Park. And now we had a foul. As Autumn Nesmith was driving, she was fouled. And they're going to whistle Reese Mayer for the foul. That's the 3rd team foul. 4:22, as you can see on the scoreboard clock there remaining. BP always does a great job on the scoreboard. Lester on the inbound ball. She'll pull it out and they'll reset. As Lester with a crossover. Here's a 3-ball left angle, no good by, I think that was Alexander. Quick toss into the front court and a good steal by Griner. Nesmith into the lane, had the ball stripped. It fell down to Alexander. She couldn't finish, and Coyle came up with a loose ball. Slowing it up is Mayer. Rupel, good pass underneath to Coyle and one. And I believe they're going to get Alana Kennedy for the foul.
Good ball movement by Bishop Kenny on that one. Just great motion offense. Coyle was right there, took the aggressive shot, and drew the foul.
Actually, they got Lester for the foul. That's the first team foul on Orange Park. And completing the 3-point play is Claire Coyle. And right now it's Claire Coyle 5 and Orange Park 3.
Pretty much. We've seen singular offense from both teams right now, not a whole lot.
Pierre Alexander. Era Alexander. She'll hold it out near the logo and come to the right-hand side to Griner. Back in the right wing corner to Alexander. Driving is Griner. Throw up a shot, and she got it. Jada Griner with her first field goal of the night.
Nice roll on that one. Good aggressive move to the hole, too. Nice pass
by Ruppel down to Coyle. And boy, you got to give Coyle that basket, but I tell you what, Ruppel with a great bounce pass inside.
Absolutely.
Give her the assist. Alexander, right angle, will get it to go. Shooter roll.
Everybody seems to be in their groove right now.
Here, Alexander with her first field goal. Ruppel. Right of the lane. Another good pass inside. I don't know how the foul wasn't called there. Oh, my gosh. Coyle got tackled.
I'm sure she'll be glad they called that one. Yeah, she had 3 people on her down low.
Lacey Heinrich has checked in. And it looks like Kennedy will go out. Long toss out high to Mayer. To Ruppel. Back to Mayer. Crossover, drive left to the lane. You got to come help on that. You got to read the play. Missed the shot, and Alexander came up with a loose ball.
Good recovery by Orange Park to beat the drive on that one. Almost lost it in transition, and they slowed up.
Nesmith spin and throw up a shot, no good.
Ooh, that was dangerously close to traveling.
Mayer got the rebound. Ruppel will bounce it into the front court. Drive, they got to step up on the drives, and Ruppel missed.
And Bishop Kenny's got to complete it. I mean, they've given him the drive to the lane, and they're just not making the easy layup. Orange Park, the beneficiary of just bad shots.
Pierre Alexander at the Orange Park logo, call the play. Throw it to the left elbow. Heinrich bobbled it, but got it back. Go to the left-hand side, and Griner will drive the lane and throw a scoop move that doesn't get there. Loose ball is handled by Mayer. Ruppel will drive with the right hand. That time she got it. Sophia Ruppel with her first field goal. And it's 9-7. Bishop Kenny with the lead. Happy you're with us on FSP tonight. And a travel going to be called on Pierre Alexander. She took a skip before she took that shot. Turnover will give the basketball back to Bishop Kenny. Heinrichs will check out. Nesmith will come out. So it is Griner, Lester, Alana Kennedy has come back in. Ruppel lost the handle, got it back at the baseline. It's loose, and Lester came up with it.
Well, I don't know how she did that, too. That was, ooh.
Lester into traffic. Her shot was blocked, and a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to go in favor of Bishop Kenny. Let's see a change for Bishop Kenny. Number 5 for them. Another roster. Sydney Roundtree will handle the basketball. And do they get an offensive foul on that?
They're going to call. Yep, they're going to call the offensive foul. It's another turnover. So Orange Park gets a break on that one.
Abby Baker has checked in for Bishop Kenny.
There you go. 2-point ball game.
Pierre Alexander at the left sideline. I thought Lester was going to set a screen. It's stolen away. Roundtree will go the other way, and she's fouled by Alexander, or by Lester. That's going to be her second. And you just wonder.
Looks like Orange Park was lollygagging a little bit, trying to just deliberately set up the screen on that one, and then next thing you know, it's going the other way, and we're at the free throw line.
Well, I thought Lester was going to set the screen, and then she popped out to the left wing without the screen.
Yeah, she started that way and then just didn't commit to it.
Roundtree knocks down the first shot. And checking in is Haley Rivak. For Orange Park.
Haley Rivak, the junior, coming in 18 points so far in the season.
Roundtree will get one more with 19 seconds remaining in the half. Roundtree good as gold. You and I talked about it in the Fleming Island game last week. You just love free throw shooting, especially good form.
Oh, yes. And that is some very good form and important, too, especially in a tight game like this.
Pierre Alexander at the logo. Almost dragged that pivot foot again. Here's a shot from the right angle that is no good by Sydney Kinney. And the quarter has come to an end. Pretty entertaining quarter, but right now it's Bishop Kinney holding the 11-7 advantage. BP and I will be back in a moment. You're watching girls high school basketball on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Back at the Raider Dome, along with BP, I'm Ray Canaveri. Happy you're with us. Right now it is Claire Coyle leading all. Bishop Kinney scores with 7. Eris Lester has 3. For Orange Park, that's a dangerous pass that Kennedy got back, and then a tie-up. This time it'll belong to Orange Park.
Actually, no, Bishop Kinney get the arrow on that one.
Okay.
Orange Park got the one previous, so.
So let's see. We told you about Reebok who came in. I think Orange Park's still the same. Looks like Bishop Kinney's still the same. Actually, Cam Clifford has checked in for the Crusaders. And we had a foul down low on Orange Park. Oof. Is that on Lester again?
I think so.
I think that's 3 on her. Oof, it is 3 on her. And I think that almost forces you, BP, to sit her the rest of the half.
It does. You're going to have to at that point with that many fouls. You don't need your leading scorer fouling out in the first half.
Advantage Crusaders. Coyle left elbow. Nice looking player, but not a very nice shot and a foul. Push underneath on Bishop Kinney. This will be an Orange Park basketball.
No, Coyle's taking aggressive movements, but she's not completing it. You can imagine if she had been able to complete a couple of those shots, be a much different ball game right now. Opportunity for Orange Park.
So Greiner came back in. Oh, there's a bad pass by
right
Alexander. Oh, that looked like a travel by Ruppel. And here's a shot from the left-hand side by Talbert, and she has her first field goal of the night. And so now you got to go with Alexander as your point guard and handling it all the time. Here's a 3 top of the key, couldn't get it. And it's rebounded underneath by Ruppel. Bounce pass right-hand side of Talbert, bounce it down low to Coyle. Ball loose, and Clifford picked it up. Coyle left wing. Coyle is going to be called for a travel. I didn't see it, but
kind of hard to see from the angle that we are courtside here, but official saw what he needed to call the violation.
Autumn Nesmith checks back in for the Raiders. Make sure you like Florida Sports Broadcasting on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And make sure you subscribe to the Florida Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel. Left to the lane. Reebok. Go left angle to Nesmith. Good defense by Bishop Kinney. That's a travel.
Yep.
Just one too many hops. So right now, BP, Orange Park having a hard time getting any kind of flow offensively.
Well, and the Crusaders are in control of the game right now, but should be leading by a lot more because they just can't make easy buckets when they get them.
Ball is loose. Reebok picked it up, able to outlet to Nesmith. Bouncing high into the front court. come out high to Kenny. And Griner will try to force her way in, and Coyle going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, I'm getting a reach in on that one.
So that is the 6th-team foul. The next one will put Orange Park in the bonus, and they'll shoot free throws. Kennedy, left-hand side to Kenny. Reebok will spin and turn, and her pass to the left side was, she thought it was touch. And now they may change this. I think the official on our side said the ball was touched, and now the reversal happens. It'll be an Orange Park basketball.
Yeah, Reebok was looking for somebody to pass to, and she wasn't quite there, but the Crusaders have been very aggressive getting into the passing lanes, breaking up any attempted offensive movement by Orange Park, so they're going to have to get a little creative here in how they move the ball.
Left-hand side, Orange Park, it's Griner. Deep in the right wing corner to Reebok. That 3-ball no good. Nicely picked up, and a drive by Nesmith, couldn't finish. And Bishop Kenny the other way. Mayer to the left elbow, and she'll pull it out to the wing. And that's going to be a travel, a turnover. And Pierre Alexander back into the game. Nesmith will check out. And let's see.
Parker's going to check in as well. Kennedy will come off in her place.
Well, Orange Park, I guess you have to say, is...
Nice pass.
Yeah, great pass. Parker can't finish at the rim. And Rupel will come into the front court. Or correction, it was Rupel. I shouldn't doubt myself. Shot no good. And for Orange Park, you got to think the Crusaders probably aren't going to keep missing all game long.
No.
They got to get back in the game. They got to get something going offensively. Ooh, that was close to another travel. 3-ball right wing, no good. And Alexander couldn't get that to fall, and Roundtree will come into the front court. Rupel, 3-ball left angle, can't get it. Reebok got a piece of it into the hands of Griner. And Alexander will methodically bring it up the floor. Kennedy, Reebok. Back to Kennedy, left angle. Deep in the left wing corner is Reebok. Passed inside, and the ball was knocked over the baseline. Turnover will give the basketball back to Bishop Kennedy. Maybe an ill-advised pass there, BP.
Just a little bit. They're not passing the ball very crisply. They're not moving it with any authority right now. Kenny's just getting into the middle of each pass and playing good, solid defense down low, especially in the corners.
Talbert, hand it off to Mayer. Rupel lost the handle, and Reebok picked it up and gave it to Alexander. The Raiders go offensively again. Reebok, 3-ball, no good. And it's slapped over the baseline. This will stay in Orange Park basketball.
I think it's only a matter of time before Haley Reebok uncorks and gets a 3-pointer. They're going to put her out on the wing and see if that can open up something. They've got something working down on that left wing if they can just get her to bury a 3 here.
Inside to Parker, trying to muscle her way in. Instead, they'll go to the left wing, and knocking down that 2-ball is Parker. Or Alexander, I should say.
Going to score that 3.
Oh, did they give her a 3?
They did.
Much needed for Orange Park. Roundtree. Penetrate left to the lane, and Parker did a good job to get her hands in there and keep that one from reaching its intended destination, which was Lena Renuzzo. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout.
And we do have a score correction. They did score that last shot, too. So
okay.
Official
I
score
thought
now
he said it, too.
13-9. No, the initial score changed to a 3-ball, but no, they're going to make that 13-9. So 3:17 to go here in the first half. And it seems a little clunky for Orange Park right now. I got to settle down, run their offense. Meanwhile, Bishop Kenny's doing everything that they need to do to keep things in their control, but unfortunately, they're just not able to make shots right now. So we'll have to see if they can make an adjustment here with 3:17 to go in the half. And Ray, I hope that this second half get a little bit more offense going right now, because it seems a little lethargic so far.
Yeah, they, as I mentioned before, they just can't seem to get a flow offensively. You know, you got to have a rhythm. Good bounce pass to Roundtree off the inbound ball, and Griner going to get called for a foul. This will be 2 shots for Roundtree. She's already 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And they got Griner for the foul, 14th foul on Orange Park.
And it's especially important in a game like this where points have been at a premium. You're going to have to take your high percentage shots. Don't take your trips down to the hoop for granted. You need to be productive. You know, this is only a 4-point game right now, so got to get some production. But, you know, take your time, be aggressive, but don't be silly.
Second one by Roundtree is good. She's 3 for 4 at the line, and here comes Eris Lester, and she has to be extra special careful not to pick up another foul. She's coming in with 3.
And now they're going to wave off the substitution right now. Apparently and now they're going to take a timeout, so they're going to go ahead and try to see if they can get her.
I don't
back
think
in the
she
game.
checked in at the score.
I don't think they might seem to, but maybe not. She was ready there. But they're going to take a 30 right here with 3:15 to go in the first half. And again, some confusion with the personnel change. But no, Eris Lester, she's got to be very careful right now with 3 fouls in the third quarter or
they
second
can't
quarter
afford
right
to
now.
have her foul out of the game.
No, they've already got her in foul trouble now, and they need to make sure that she is protected for the stretch, because this is a close game and they're going to need her down the way. Back in business here as Orange Park will bring the ball up here, approaching the 3-minute mark and a half.
Alexander to Griner, down low to Parker. She'll wheel her way in. An offensive foul. They're going to wave off the basket. I'm going to say she, I think, lowered her shoulder going in on that. And the Orange Park fans don't agree with the official. That was a tough call.
It looked pretty clean to me. She made a good move off the ball and got a bucket down low. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, Orange Park fans definitely expressing their discontent here.
Mayer to Roundtree on the handoff. Roundtree stop left of the lane, come back to the right-hand side. Talbert, Mayer inside the paint. Talbert with a 3, top of the key, no good. Ball loose, and Griner picked it up.
And again, that's been the bane of Bishop Kenny's night so far. Got open shots, open drives, and can't convert.
Lester's got to get going for the Raiders.
Yes, and Orange Park has got to convert themselves.
Parker bobbled the ball, and the outlet pass to Reebok will get by her. The turnover will give the basketball back to Bishop Kenny, with 2:19 remaining in the half. Got a chance to talk to Will Mayer, the coach of Bishop Kenny, I should say. Nice guy, doing a great job with this program. Here's a 2-ball from the left elbow for Talbert. She has a pair of field goals, 4 in the game, and this one getting a little bit away from Orange Park.
That was a good stop and pop, too. Just pull up, take your shot.
Interior pass to Parker, and she was going along the baseline and traveled. Of course, Michael Nesmith, the coach of the girls program here at Orange Park, magical ride last year getting into the regional final. Mayer come to the left side. Stop at the right elbow, and then here's Talbert. She'll penetrate free throw line, come to Mayer. Stop. Here's Roundtree, lost the handle, got it back, and the battle for it, tie up. And this one will belong to Orange Park on the possession arrow.
Good job on Orange Park where they're just being patient on defense. Kenny's doing a really good job with their motion offense right now. Orange Park sitting in a zone, just relaxed, not letting everything stay in front of them, and a good opportunity for the turnover there.
Lester will call the play as she'll stop left angle, dip it back to Lester, to Parker, and she got hammered, and Parker will go to the free throw line. And so
good ball movement by Orange Park to set that up. They're trying to get down low to Parker, use her size advantage. Very important free throw shots right here.
And for Lester, who's averaging 26 points a game, only 3 points all at the free throw line. And there's the miss by Parker. Reebok out, Nesmith back in. As Coach Nesmith just trying to find some combination, Brian, to get some offense going.
Yes, I agree. He's got something going here.
Parker's second one is good.
Good shot.
Very. Talbert off to Ruppel. Go back on the right wing to Talbert. Granuzzo is checked back in for Bishop Kenny. She took the shot, rebounded by the Crusaders. Shot from the right wing, no good. Roundtree came up with the loose ball. Talbert. Dribble through the legs, hand off to Ruppel. Penetrate, good bounce pass inside, but a better job defensively by Alexander to jump the route and knock it over the baseline. "20 seconds to go in a very fast-moving half, VP.
Yes. It has been a quick half. Not a lot of stoppages outside of the ordinary.
Mayer drives the baseline. Talbert out high to Roundtree, and they'll play for the last shot. Roundtree drive the lane. Good pick inside. It was blocked on the way there. Mayer picked it up with 2 seconds to go. Shot from the free throw line, no good. And both teams struggled mightily to make their shots, BP, as we end one half of play with Bishop Kenny holding a 16-10 lead. And I think if you're Orange Park, Brian, you have to feel pretty good, only down by 6.
Yeah, I think you're scampering away with this one. Bishop Kenny had a lot of looks at the basket, a lot of opportunities to score in this one, and they just did not capitalize, which was unfortunate. And we'll see if they can recover in the second half. And Orange Park, meantime, they've got to find a groove on offense at this point. Otherwise, they're not going to keep up. If BK starts getting uncorked here, starts making those shots, we got a different half.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, and when we do, we will run down scoring from the first half and some other things along the way, and then, of course, the start of the second half. 16-10, Bishop with the lead at the Raider Dome. Back with more in a moment on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Digital transformation and modernization. IT executives are faced with continued challenges around cost optimization and innovative activities. Altier has a proven track record of providing services anchored in driving the agile AT enterprise of the future. For more information about Altier Integrated Services, go to altairtek.com. During these stressful times, we can all use an uplifting voice, and throughout the ages, there have been many authors who help people see through the clutter and get the right perspective and uplift us. Dr. Emmett Fox, Jack Boland, Ernest Holmes, and Dr. Joseph Murphy have been providing the words to lift people up throughout the decades. New Thought Audio is your one-stop for audio books featuring the word and voice of the people who've helped thousands of people. Check them out today at newthoughtaudio.com. That's newthoughtaudio.com. We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Make sure you like FSB on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to the Florida Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel.
If you have a business and would like to market your goods or services during our broadcast, email us at info@floridasportsbroadcasting.com. We're streaming from the Sunshine State, Florida Sports Broadcasting.
Ready for the start of the second half of the Raider Dome. Glad you're with us on Florida Sports Broadcasting along with BP. I'm Ray Canterbury, and BP, not a whole lot of scoring in the first half of play when we run down Orange Park. They were led in scoring by Pierre Alexander with 4. Eris Lester, who averages 26 points a game, only 3 points right now, and then 2 points for Jada Greiner and 1 point for Michaela Parker. On the other side, 7 points for Claire Coyle to lead all scorers. Riley Talbert with 4, 3 points for Sydney Roundtree, and 2 points for Sophia Ruppel. And it's just a case, BP, neither team can really get anything going offensively.
No, and that's what we're waiting to see here, the lightning in a bottle that gets this going right now. Bishop Kennedy's had really good looks. They've been given a couple of drives. Orange Park just content to let them try it into the lane, but they're not converting. Meanwhile, Orange Park, they're trying to get something going on offense, moving the ball a little bit better than they did later in the half. Bishop Kennedy was on them for a little while, intercepting several passes. But it looks like Orange Park will need to settle down and try not to rely on Lester too much, because she's in foul trouble right now. 2 more, and she sits the bench for the rest of the game. So,
yep. So both teams going through their final warm-ups, and for those of you out there who are interested in boys basketball, coming up in a couple weeks, we will have a lot of boys basketball coming your way, as we'll have 20 games from the Battle on the Island basketball tournament, and that'll be December 20th, 21, and 22. And I think by the time we're done with that, Brian, we'll have our fill of basketball for you.
I'm going to go take my long winter's nap at that point. I know I'm doing
a long weekend.
I'm doing 2 games a night during that week. Mike's doing a couple games that night, each night. So yeah, it's crazy. But no, that's one of the premier tournaments in North Florida, the Battle on the Island. So some good basketball to be played, and some teams from as far south as Miami coming up to join Fleming Island, and some Jacksonville teams. So
yeah, there's actually a team from Louisiana coming in that's one of the best in the country. It'll bring some college coaches out. So it's a great tournament, and I hope everyone, if you can't be there, you're watching our broadcasts. And if you can be there, watch when you're not there.
Because if you're like me, you're not going to be able to sit through all of that in one shot.
Yeah. You know, I think Orange Park is finding a little something with Michaela Parker inside. She's just got to start connecting on her attempts.
Yes, they were working Parker quite a bit late in the second quarter, so let's see if that comes to fruition a little bit later on. Meanwhile, if you're Bishop Kenny, you got to generate some offense too.
Roundtree run around a coil screen. Come to Talbert on the right-hand side. Back out to Roundtree and Lester. Ooh, that's a risky play with the number of fouls she has. And a foul going to be called on Greiner. It'll be 2 shots coming up. I think they got Greiner.
Surprised at that, too.
That's Lester.
That's her 4th.
Ooh, that is her 4th. When I said Greiner, she thought it was her. She was in the vicinity, and boy. 18 seconds in and you draw a foul. Roundtree is good. Roundtree now 4 of 5 at the line, and here comes Lester out of the game, and Rivak will check in.
So we're going to end up getting a lot of mileage out of Haley Rivak tonight. No choice with Lester sitting on 4 fouls.
Second one is no good. Here's Greiner on the left-hand side. Lost the handle, got it back. Parker to Pierre Alexander from the free throw line. Air ball will bounce over the baseline, and it'll be a Bishop Kenny basketball.
Not a great shot by Parker on that one. I'm sorry, Alexander. She did not set her feet very well and just sort of chunked it up there. One thing you got to do as a shooter is you got to set your feet, square up, and then go. You can't just throw it up there willy-nilly.
Roundtree drive the lane. Thought Parker may have made some contact. No whistle.
Parker was in the way and not going to be penetrated at that point. She was posted up and holding.
Nesmith 3 from the right side, no good. And Coyle will come up with a rebound. Holding her nose. I wonder if maybe she got a hit.
Lady Raiders have got to set their feet when they shoot. They are not taking their time, and Coyle with a great reception on that one. Good pass.
Great
She was
pass
wide
by
open.
Ruppel, yeah, and Coyle now up to 9 points. And the Crusader lead is 9. Orange Park, BP just can't find anyone to score. Alexander, and a foul on Ruppel.
And that'll get an opportunity for them to get some points on the board. Much needed, too, with time stopped. You know, and again, Orange Park just seems to be throwing up more desperation shots. You know, get the ball, set your feet, take your shot. You know, you're not in any rush. They just seem to be desperation heaves at this point. But now we got a chance to do something from the line.
Looking at Ruppel, and after the foul was called, she didn't think she committed the foul, as the first free throw is good. Now, I was going to say that no player ever thinks they commit a foul.
No, it's never your fault, no matter what sport it is.
You're right.
Basketball players and soccer players are the most guilty of that.
Soccer and the dive. I'm a soccer coach fan, but the diving makes me nuts. Second one by Griner's good. She has 4 points. 2 much needed points for Orange Park. Ruppel. Right elbow, it's Coyle. Back to the basket, drive the lane, and then turn around. She found herself wide open. And Claire Coyle in double figures now with 11.
Good pivot, using her body to open that up, get the defender off of her, and then get the great open shot. She's a tremendous player.
Left-hand side, Nesmith penetrate, throw up a shot on a runner, and Roundtree with a rebound. Toss inside to Coyle, right-handed layup, no good.
And that's been happening to Bishop Kenny all night long.
I was going to say, if that one goes, you got to call a timeout if you're Orange Park. Alexander will get him into the half-court offense. Throw it down low to Parker, and it's stolen away. Coyle try to go down low to Ruppel. I think it was there, and then a foul going to be called on Coyle with 5.5 remaining here in the third, and Coyle whistled for the foul. That is the second team foul. Will Mayer pacing the sideline from Bishop Kenny.
He's been doing a lot of that tonight. There's a lot of good going on right now, but a lot of frustration with some of his players right now.
Abby Baker getting ready to check in for the Crusaders. Alexander trying to weave her way through traffic. Alexander out high. They just can't get into a flow. Here's Nesmith with a 3 way off the mark. Ruppel, they get a basket. Oh, turned it over.
Oh, boy.
And Talbert, a little too much mustard on that one, and here comes Abby Baker into the game.
Coyle coming out. Boy, she's gotten a lot of quality minutes today. Still only a 9-point game, though. Not out of reach yet.
Coyle averaging 10.7 rebounds a game. Here's Parker inside. Back to Griner. 3 from the left angle, no good. Even when they're getting open looks, BP, they can't knock it down.
It's got to absolutely be gut-wrenching right now, because that was a wide-open 3. It's the one you're looking for.
Talbert, good head fake. Back to Roundtree. 3 ball, top of the key, no good. And good rebound underneath by Ruppel, and she'll get the air ball back. Here's a 3 right angle. It's knocked over the baseline. That should be an Orange Park basketball.
It is.
And it is.
And I don't know how many second chance shots you're going to get, Bishop Kenny. You're going to eventually have to bury something. Like I said, the way this is going right now, this should not be a 9-point game. This should be much bigger than that. But, you know, Orange Park's got to take advantage of the miscues and get some good points. Just take some high percentage shots. You don't have to go heave-ho just yet. Got 4:19 left to go in the third. Still plenty of time to recover and close the gap.
If you were coaching Orange Park, when would you bring Lester back in the game?
I wouldn't bring Lester back into the game unless I absolutely needed to, and in the fourth quarter.
Here's Alexander with a shot that wouldn't go.
Can't buy a bucket. This has got to be gut-wrenching.
Good toss to Talbert in the front court, and Talbert will lay it up. And for Talbert, that is her 3rd field goal. She's got 6.
Good play in transition by the Crusaders on that one. Nice pass.
Kenny's wild shot is going to be an air ball.
That looks like it was designed to draw the foul, and it didn't go.
No.
It was a good play.
Good penetration by Talbert. Couldn't get it to go. Roundtree got it. Thought she was fouled. No whistle. Roundtree put it back up and scored. You got to call a timeout here.
Eventually, yeah. And Roundtree's a heck of a rebounder, too. She's given Bishop Kenny several second chances tonight. Yeah, and at some point, you're going to have to call a timeout and slow this up.
Roundtree with averaging 7 offensive rebounds a game. Kenny drives, wild shot, doesn't get there.
Had an open shot, didn't take it, elected to drive into the circus shot, not advised.
Mayer. Ruppel thought about a 3. Good pass inside. Put it up with the right hand and get it. Abby Baker gets her first field goal, and a timeout called by Michael Nesmith, the head coach of Orange Park.
And at long last, they get a breath right here, but Bishop Kenny's extended the lead to 15 right now. And now they're starting to run roughshod.
Yep. So Orange Park, they just have not been able, we've said it a couple of times, to get anything going offensively. They have Lester with 4 and Alexander with 4. And those are the 2 leaders. A point for Parker, 4 points for Griner, and that's the way the scoring goes for them. Claire Coyle, 11 points for Bishop Kenny. 6 for Talbert.
And Lester's going to check into the game here.
Boy, that's rolling the dice. I like it.
Yeah.
Riverboat gambler.
Might as well. I mean, you're down 15.
You got to do something.
Got to generate some offense.
Yeah, you just got to roll the dice.
We just heard from the scorers table, too, that Orange Park is out of 30-second timeouts. So clock stoppages are going to be at a premium right now, and that was not the way you wanted to start coming back into the game.
Yep, Lester intended a pass for Reebok. It got by her fingertips and over the baseline.
Yeah, and she's tapping her chest. She knew that was on her. Not the greatest pass.
Well, Bishop Kenny with a chance to put this one away here. They're up by 15. They go on a little run, and that could be the ball game. Drive, good bounce pass underneath. Baker threw it up and got her second field goal. Abby Baker has come in and scored a pair of baskets, and it's now 29-12. Bishop with a lead. Alexander to Griner. On the left-hand side, and they are going to get Mary McCarthy for the foul. She just checked in.
Good foul on the floor there.
13th foul on Bishop Kenny. Pierre Alexander will trigger it in over here, as you can see. Well, you can't quite yet. On the left-hand side, there she is. Inbound pass to Lester. She'll go up, and she's fouled by Baker. And that'll put Lester at the free throw line to shoot 2. And, you know, if you're Orange Park, your free throw shots aren't going, you may want to try to get to the free throw line and see if you can slow the game down, put some points on the board.
This is exactly what you want to do at this point. Get Lester driving in, get her to the free throw line, clock stops, try to cut into that lead a little bit.
First free throw is no good.
Oh, girl, you got to slow down on them free throws, just a hair. It just seems to me that the way that the game has progressed right now, Orange Park is just playing far too tight.
Well, let's see, she's 4 for 6 at the line, make that 4 for 7. And really nothing going right for the Raiders. Lester. Crossover out high. Come right wing, Reebok with a 3. Around the rim, no good. And she's been close a number of times, but can't knock it down, and then she traveled.
Yeah, Roundtree.
Well, I kind of thought Roundtree was fouled in there. Break for Orange Park. They get the basketball back on the turnover with a little under 2 minutes remaining in the third. Alexander from the baseline. Griner. Lester at the left elbow, and Roundtree came up over the back. I thought that was more contact than it was a hand check.
They are going to call that with the push.
Oh, they
So
are.
Foul
Okay.
on the floor.
I thought he signaled a hand check, I was going to say.
No,
She was on her back. That's the 5th team foul. Interior pass to Lester, turnaround shot. She just can't buy one at the moment. To add to the Raider frustration. Talbert out on the left wing. Deep in the wing. Baker drives the lane. Top of the key, it's Ruppel. Actually, that was McCarthy out there. I said Baker. And Ruppel in no hurry to run the offense as she'll go out on the right wing to Cam Clifford. Cross-court pass to Ruppel. She'll line up a long three from there. No good. And it's Lester with a rebound. Good play by Lester. Drive the lane and can't get anything to go right now.
Oh, my goodness. That has got to boggle your mind at this point. Just the perfect move and nothing falling.
Clifford, crossover. Handoff to Ruppel. Right angle, crossover to the left elbow. Drive inside. McCarthy, good move. Didn't get it to go. And a foul going to be called on McCarthy. That's the 6th-team foul on Bishop Kenny. But Coach Will Mayer of Bishop Kenny with a luxury right now, BP, of resting a lot of his players.
Yes, he's definitely taking that
Get them in and out.
Definitely taking that opportunity at this point with just seconds to go in the third. Orange Park just going to take their time bringing it up.
Alexander to Reebok. Kennedy. Ooh, Lester almost traveled. Here's Reebok lining up a three. Got
there
it!
She is. Been waiting for that all night. Finally got one to go.
That was a big basket for Orange Park. Still down by 14. First field goal of the night for Reebok. And Bishop will play for the last shot. McCarthy, left angle. He'll back up. Come out on the right wing. Here's Roundtree from the left elbow. Got it at the buzzer.
Roundtree with the exclamation point on a third quarter that went as we figured. Bishop Kenny found their way in. Now it's all going to come down to how they finish out in the fourth. And unfortunately, Ray, the shooting for Orange Park has been as cold as the air conditioning in here.
Yeah, and Lester, you can tell she's trying to get something going, but just can't quite get it.
Just can't get the roll. I mean, you know, she's had a couple of great drives to the basket, and it just bounces off the back of the rim and right out. So it's got to be banging your head against the wall at this point. But, you know, you still got a whole quarter to play, plenty of time. You know, you play with a sense of urgency, but don't play with a sense of panic at this point, and that's what Orange Park will need to do to see if they can close the gap. Meanwhile, if you're Bishop Kenny, you're in the driver's seat. Everything is going your way right now. You're moving the ball. You're controlling it on the perimeter. And you've had a couple of, outside shots that they thought about taking, but they've just decided to play conservative. So,
running down the scoring, Claire Coyle leads both teams in scoring with 11, 8 for Sydney Roundtree, 6 for Riley Talbert, 4 for Abby Baker, and 2 for Sophia Ruppel. Meanwhile, Orange Park led in scoring, 3 players with 4 points. Pierre Alexander, Urs Lester, and Jada Griner. 3 for Haley Reebok and 1 for Michaela Parker. Lester on the left wing, go to the baseline, able to get it off to Kennedy. Good defense, Bishop Kenny. They really play a smothering defense. Lester, Kennedy. Here's Griner driving to the baseline and lost it, and it'll remain in Orange Park basketball. Well, you got to give those Orange Park cheerleaders credit. They go all game long.
Yes, they do. Keeping a good atmosphere in here tonight. See if they can implore the Lady Raiders to close the gap here.
They're giving this to Bishop Kenny.
Yep, they turned the ball over.
Ruppel in no hurry to bring the ball up the floor, and Alexander will come meet her in the Bishop Kenny backcourt. Coyle back in after a short break.
Dangerously close to traveling there with that wiggle.
Talbert, kick out, right-hand side of Roundtree. Lost the handle, got it back. Coyle, good head fake, drive, put it up with the left hand and got it.
And
she is a nice player.
I don't think you're going to outdrive Claire Coyle like that.
13 points for Coyle. Alexander, come out high to Lester. Good spinning move by Lester. Shot didn't get there, and Roundtree with a rebound. Coyle. Out to Roundtree. So it's Roundtree, Ruppel, Coyle, Talbert, and Mayer on the floor. Nope, it's McCarthy, the third. Clifford, I'm sorry, Cam Clifford, the 5th. Roundtree on the right-hand side. Come back to the right wing to Coyle. Back to Ruppel. She'll run around a screen. Meanwhile, it's Alexander, Lester, Reebok, Kennedy, and trying to get the other player over there on the far side, and Griner. Those are the players on the floor. Good pass inside to Coyle. One bounce, put it up, got it. Too easy.
Crusaders taking all of the time they can. No shot clock, of course, in Florida high school basketball, so they are just possessing the ball at this point, trying to close out the game. And a good block by Roundtree. Good recovery, though. Get the ball kicked out to the top of the key.
Alexander. Drive right of the lane, kick it out.
Shot.
Griner
Yes.
with the 3, got it. Griner ups her total.
That's the look they needed, and I imagine they're going to start getting some full court pressure from Orange Park. It looks like they're going to play full court, man-to-man, and then break into a 2-3 zone.
7 points now for Jada Griner.
And no, they're gonna man up here.
They are man-to-man defense.
Switch to the box and 1.
Here's a travel at the top of the key.
Oh, and that was a good shot, too.
Yep. Cam Clifford called for the travel. The turnover gives the basketball back to Orange Park with a little more than 5 minutes remaining in this one. Happy you're with us tonight on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Make sure you tell your friends about us and get on all the social media. Lester came up with a loose ball from the free throw line. Boy, she's just hurrying her shot.
Yes, and even though she looks like she's making a good effort for it, it's just not falling either way.
Mayer bounce it on the right-hand side of Talbert. Out high to Coyle. Now Roundtree, good bounce pass inside to Talbert. They'll go Ruppel 3, top of the key, got it.
Ugh. Nothing you can say about that. That was clean.
Ruppel now with 5 points. Roundtree will swat it over the baseline. It will remain in Orange Park basketball. And here comes Nesmith back into the game for Alexander. Orange Park has just not been able to get anything going tonight offensively. Pass to Reebok was knocked out of play, and it will remain in Orange Park basketball. Lester, Roundtree right on her.
Bishop Kenny settled into zone right now, and it worked.
Ruppel quickly into the front court. Hounded and then throw it off to Mayer, the point guard. Roundtree. Coyle thought about it, instead went to Talbert. Now top of the key, Ruppel back to Coyle, left of the lane. She'll pass it to Talbert. 6-footer, rattle around. Coyle got the rebound, threw it back up, got it. And is it and one?
It's looking that way.
They're going to get Kennedy for the foul, and it is an and one situation.
And Claire Coyle has just been absolutely dominant down low. They have not found an answer for her all night.
1 for 1 at the line tonight. And she's now 2 for 2. She is a nice player. And she has 18 points tonight to lead all scorers. And it's been all Bishop Kenny tonight.
Which she's been a big bright spot for Bishop Kenny tonight. She's not one of their normal offensive generators, mostly on defense. So
Reebok having trouble handling the ball. I think we're going to get a tie-up. No? They're going to call a travel. What do they got? Didn't see the official. Looks like it'll be a Bishop Kenny ball. A timeout was called.
And a smart call.
Yeah. It was a tough game for Orange Park. Just haven't been able to get anything going.
Just haven't been able to anything fall right now. They're gotten all the looks that they've been asking for. They just haven't gotten the benefit of gravity, getting the ball down through the hoop at this point. It's really what it boils down to. You can't argue with, the effort here. And, Eris Lester is a heck of a ball player, too. She's really putting it out there. She's had 3 fouls, so she's had to back off and play a little bit more conservatively tonight. But on the other side of the ball, we've been mentioning her name all night. Claire Coyle is just a presence in the paint tonight. And Ruppel running the offense. Just a lot of talent on the court for both teams out there.
There you get a look at Coach Will Mayer of Bishop Kenny. His team about to become 7-1. And you know this is the good thing, especially when you lose early in the season. There's plenty of games in front of you to rebound and get things back on track.
Plenty of basketball ahead for Orange Park. Nothing to hang your head about on this one. This is a really good Bishop Kenny team.
Yep, learn and move on. Right wing, Talbert, Coyle. Here's Coyle out on the right-hand side. Roundtree, come back to Talbert, and Bishop in no hurry to shoot. Coyle always makes good decisions, too. She doesn't force shots.
No, it's a very intelligent player. I've noticed that she's had plenty of opportunities to.
There's a great move.
What a
right
move.
hand, couldn't get it.
Bummer on the finish, but no, she's been playing very intelligently tonight. And coast to coast goes Nesmith, and she's going to get the foul.
How about that? Great job by Nesmith.
What an effort.
Her first field goal of the night, and she gets an and one to boot. Nesmith averaging 6 points, 2 assists per game, and a rebound per game for her.
Kind of digging the shoes, too, actually.
Right. Free throw is no good, and Coyle with a rebound. Out on the right-hand side, Talbert to Coyle. Under 2.5 to go. Bishop happy to just toss it around the perimeter, BP.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and milk this clock at this point. Up 19.
Good pass inside to Coyle. Repel's pass swatted over the baseline, and Coach Will Mayer will call a timeout with 2:08 remaining.
He seems frustrated about something. I don't know what you can be frustrated about with a 19-point lead here, but.
Well, maybe that pass.
Yeah.
You know, never be happy.
Oh, Kovas, you missed that one. My goodness, that was a quick acrobatic feat. Caught everybody off guard.
Good shot there, the Bishop Kenny girls.
Yeah. Oh, Kovas doing a great job again on the camera tonight.
Fantastic
again,
the
Raider Dome is a fantastic facility to play a basketball game in, too. So.
And more importantly, there's a great cell signal here.
Yes.
I don't even need an antenna here,
Nah.
which saves me work. I love doing games from here. Plus, just an awesome building for basketball.
Yes.
With the dome.
I want to express our thanks to Orange Park's athletic department for having us out again tonight. Had the opportunity to do one of the last home football games here this year before they renovate the facility.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see what that's going to look like next year. Inbound pass to guess who? Claire Coyle. 2 more.
She's done it all tonight.
20 points for Coyle, and there's Coyle with a block at the other end.
My goodness. I think we have our player of the game for sure tonight.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, she's definitely been the player of the game tonight. She's all over the place.
Roundtree. Rupel. Hounded there by Salone Holman, who checked into the game, and she drew the foul. Nice job by Salone.
Rupel's going to get called the offensive foul on that one. I can't believe that. She's in disbelief herself.
A little itchy on the trigger finger there for a sub for.
Going to call that on the elbow check, and then.
Now Mary McCarthy comes in, and Abby Baker, both of them come back in, and Coyle's done for the night. Great game by her.
You're going to go ahead and sit the starters.
Well, he's still got Mayer out there and Roundtree. Pretty good job by the officials tonight. You know, it's easy always to criticize them. I think they've done a good job in this one.
No.
Here comes
pretty clean tonight.
Talbert out of the game. And let's see, who did they get in there? Looks like Taylor Manuel will come in for her first minutes.
For what it's worth, Orange Park will have the benefit of the bonus if they get fouled.
Lester. Good job by Lester to not foul out of the game. She was on the edge. Griner threw it away, and Mayer came away with a loose ball. And a reach in on Nesmith. And that's just the third team foul on Orange Park. These are always great games when you're on the winning side. You can get everybody on the floor and play.
Yeah, get some of that quality time on the floor. That's very important at this level to make sure you're getting those quality minutes.
Well, Nesmith figures she's got an allotment of some fouls, so she'll
Yeah,
get another one.
Several fouls to give at this point.
Quick moving game tonight. Left wing Roundtree, hounded by Lester. Mayer, and there's Nesmith again.
She's just going to go ahead and do whatever she can to stop the clock.
So on the far side, McCarthy will inbound the ball.
Coach Nesmith expressing his displeasure with some of the calls tonight.
Yeah. Hey, I've done that as a coach 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 or 4. Roundtree, 31 seconds to go. McCarthy lost the handle and nearly stolen by Griner. And we got a call on Griner for the foul. Hand check. That's just the 6th team foul. And here comes the 2 remaining starters going off as Mayer and Roundtree will go out and Julie Meehan will come in. And who was the other one? I'll sort it out, I reckon, as we used to say in Texas. McCarthy dragged her foot, but no call. That's Laura Richard who's in. It was the other one that checked in. And Griner going to get called for another foul, and so it's 1-1 for McCarthy.
4 seconds left to go.
Well, McCarthy, I'm sure, will be happy to get herself in the scorebook. She's got 1-1. First one is good. Got to make your free throws.
Basically just padding the stats here at this point. Bishop Kenny going to walk out of here with a big victory.
Second one is good.
Good shooting by the lefty.
And that will be that. A very tough 45-20 win for Bishop Kenny. And as I mentioned earlier, BP, that these are games where you just say we got to forget about it.
Yeah,
let's move on.
Short memory of this one. Just pack it up and move on. Played a really good squad tonight. A lot of talent on Bishop Kenny's side of the ball, so can't really argue with it. And
well,
a lot
pretty
of height,
disciplined.
too.
Pretty disciplined.
Very
team.
disciplined. Very good motion offense they ran tonight. You know, there's a lot of good stuff on their side of the ball. But, you know, if you're Orange Park, I don't think you need to hang your head, really. You know, just got some things to work on. And they've had a lot of unlucky rolls tonight. Just nothing fell their way when they had a chance at a good shot. You know, that's unfortunate. But you can't argue about that at that point. You know, it boils down to execution at the end of the day if you're a head coach, and that's what you got to get your players to do. So, but again, another night of basketball. Ladies' night tonight. That was a lot of fun, Ray. Thanks for having me out one more time.
Always great to have you here, and looking forward to, as I mentioned, the big Battle on the Island basketball tournament coming up December 20th through the 22nd. We'll have all the games for you, at least it looks that way right now.
Yeah.
I got to get a few more people, but it takes a lot to man that. But we'll have 6 games on December 20th, 6 games December 21st, and then all 8 games on December the 22nd. So it'll be a long day and a lot of fun, but looking forward to it.
Yep, absolutely. Can't wait.
All right, final thoughts, BP, as we head out of here.
Bishop Kenny is going to be a team to watch in their district, that's for sure. They're going to be strong, and a lot of good players on that side. And, you know, for Orange Park, again, can't hang your head on it. Just didn't have a lot go your way tonight. Just pack it up, move on. They still got a long season ahead of them.
Big thanks to Cobus Gomes, our camera person tonight. Always a fantastic job behind the lens. For BP, I'm Ray Canaveri. The final score tonight, Bishop wins it 45-20 over Orange Park. And you've been watching high school basketball on Florida Sports Broadcasting. Good night, everyone.